and welcome back to my channel. I am Tia Canessa and I am serving your food favorites. So today's menu consists of steak, lobster tail, and asparagus. The perfect romantic dinner at home. So this recipe is very simple. It only includes very few ingredients. So as you can see here, I have my 2 ribeye steak and I am generously spreading salt over my steak, and you want to make sure that you are liberal on both sides. I also have some rosemary and thyme. Next I'm adding in my pepper, and I want to do the same as I did with my salt, spread it over both sides. So I'm also using some Worcestershire sauce to give it added flavor. And I will have the exact measurements down in the description block below. I am also sprinkling over some olive oil as well for added flavor and moisture. So moving on to my asparagus. So you want to make sure that you cut off the tips of your asparagus, as those hard tips are not edible. They will be very tough and hard to eat. So I'm also using some olive oil to cover my asparagus, and also some salt and pepper. And I am topping it off with some Parmesan cheese as well. Now this is optional. For those who have a cheese allergy, your asparagus will still come out tasty and delicious with just your salt and pepper alone. Now you want to bake this asparagus for 15 minutes on 350 degrees. So moving on to my lobster tails, which is one of the stars of this meal. Now, the best way for you to present your lobster tails is by the butterfly method. And here you want to cut down in the middle of your shell. And once you get it cut down, right before you get to the tail, because you don't want to cut the tail, you want to spread apart your shell in order to get to the lobster meat. And you want to pull that lobster meat on top of your shell. And this here not only gives it a nice presentation, but it also allows your lobster meat to cook evenly. So now I am spreading my butter sauce over my lobster tails. This butter sauce, it consists of parsley, some fresh parsley, butter, garlic salt, as well as garlic powder. And I'm being very generously with this because I want to make sure that I have all of my lobster meat well covered with this butter sauce. Now for my lobster tail, you want to make sure that you cook that for about 9 to 10 minutes depending on the size of your lobster tails. And these are 46 ounces, so I cook those for 350 degrees for about 9 to 10 minutes. So moving to my pan, I'm preparing my pan for my steak. I did add in some olive oil there, and I'm actually going to start by infusing my herbs into my olive oil. And here you can see I'm putting in my thyme as well as my rosemary. And the trick with this is, in order to get those herbs and flavors absorbed into that oil, once those flavors infuse into that oil, and it only takes probably about maybe 2 to 3 minutes. You can actually that oil will actually infuse into your steak and give it even more added flavor. And this should be cooked on low heat. When you actually add in your ribeye steak, you can increase the heat to medium. Now these ribeye steaks are relatively thinner. They're about 5 to 6 ounces a piece. So I only cook these steaks for about 5 minutes on each side, so about 10 minutes total. However, if you want your meat to be very well done, of course you can cook it even longer to your liking. So as you can see, my lobster tails came out absolutely gorgeous, and they were very delicious, and it didn't take no time for them to cook up in the oven. And here's my end product for my asparagus as well. It cooked up very well and tasty also. So this is the end product, very quick and easy. Thanks for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe.